So look, right, y'all. Here's the thing. People really don't be being obedient enough and being real disciplined when God tell you to do something. And it all results back into not having enough faith. Okay? For real. It goes back to not having enough faith, and I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, so what if God told you, I want you to sit out this season? Matter of fact, I want you to sit out a few seasons. I don't want you to go to work. I don't want you to do X, Y, and Z. I'm gonna make it hard for you. Not hard, but I'm gonna make you think that it's hard, right? But some people test the faith, which I don't. I'd have been there, I'd have done that, I'd have had my share of experiences of testing the faith. But, so God said, I'm gonna sit you down for a few years and I'm gonna see how you gonna act. I'm gonna see what are you gonna do, right? So the average person, what they are gonna do is they're gonna let their fear overpower their faith. And they're gonna be like, oh, I can't do this. I can't do this. I got X, Y, Z piling up. I gotta pay this. I gotta pay that. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I want these shoes. I want those shoes. I gotta go to this party. I gotta go to this bar. I gotta go to this restaurant, X, Y, Z. So you wasn't disciplined enough and you wasn't obedient enough and you didn't have enough faith to just sit there and sit in the still and sit in and know that God is gonna have you, right? So when you go and you get this job, when you go and get this job that God said, sit your ass down and don't go and get no job, do you not know how many opportunities that you just passed up by going to get a job? I'm saying, like, for real, do you know how many opportunities that you could have passed up by going to get a job? You could have passed up a numerous amount of opportunities that could have brought you a numerous amount of abundance and wealth or whatever it is that you are seeking, right? But you missed those opportunities. You wasn't able to seize them because what were you doing? You were not being obedient. You were going to work and slaving because you think that's the life. You got bills to pay. You don't believe that God will make a miracle to make sure that your bills are paid on time. Okay? So you going to work and you missing out on all these opportunities that God is presenting to you. You just got to learn how to seize them. You got to be sitting in the still and sitting in the know. Am I right or am I wrong? And it all goes back to, like I said, not having enough faith. Because I tell you what, as many of these opportunities that I have seized, whether they was big or small within these seasons of me sitting down and not working and just listening to God and moving solely off my soul, I done seized a numerous amount of opportunities. 2024, prime example, okay, I moved in Texas 2023, right? 2024, I touched $100,000. No job. No job. I'm just simply doing what God told me to do. That was preparation. You heard me? That was preparation. So I already know what comes with it. It's easier said than done though, because most people will fold under pressure. They don't have enough faith to know that, okay, I ain't worried about it. I know something gonna happen. I know God got me. So they faith not as strong as they say it is because they never really sat through a season when God set them down for a reason. They never sat, so they missed opportunities. If I tell you one thing, if I was fucking working a 9 to 5, if I was working a 9 to 5, I would fucking not have made $100,000 in a year. And for real, if you want to be technical, it wasn't even a year. It was over a couple months span. I'll say from February to November. That's a couple months of being obedient. And the reward was amazing. But let me would have been working a job, I would have been too beat, too tired. Oh, I gotta go to work in the morning. I can't do this. I can't focus over there. I can't do X, Y, and Z. It wasn't gonna work. I would have never seen that money. So I say all that to say, it doesn't are open, lady. It's just a sticker. So I say all that to say, do you really have enough faith to sit down when God tell you to? Even though your bills and everything else got to get paid, do you have enough faith to sit down and know that your God got you? Just ask yourself. I know I do.